You avoid social events, decline invitations, and tell yourself you prefer being alone. At some point, you even start to wonder if something is wrong with you. But maybe you're not shy. Maybe you have a hidden strength you don't know about. Here's what I discovered. When you're naturally analytical or curious, you experience the world through a different lens. You question things deeply or see patterns others miss. But this way of living carries a hidden cost, and no one warns you about it. This way of thinking doesn't just change how you process information. It also changes how you experience spending time with people. Slowly and without even realizing it, you start to pull back. You don't mention the book that fascinated you. You don't share what you learned from your favorite documentary. And eventually, you start to turn down the volume on yourself. You develop a social mask, putting on different versions of yourself for different situations. But wearing this mask is exhausting. Every conversation becomes a constant self-analysis. And suddenly, you make a choice. Why bother with all this social complexity? You actively choose solitude because it feels safer and more predictable. You realize you've become fluent in a language nobody else speaks, the language of your own mind. You're having the most fascinating conversations of your life, but they're all with yourself. You've accidentally become a stranger to everyone else, including the person you used to be. Einstein said, "Someone who never made a mistake never tried anything new, but someone who thinks too much never tries anything social." Solitude creates its own problems. When you spend too much time alone with your thoughts, your brain starts amplifying certain patterns without anyone there to ground you. You get so comfortable with your internal conversations that talking to actual people starts feeling complicated. And just like any skill, your social abilities get rusty without practice. So here's the real question. How do you reconnect when you've chosen isolation as your default? Because let's be honest, somewhere along the way, you made the decision that solitude was easier than navigating social complexity. You might think I'm about to give you some overcomplicated strategies that no one could possibly remember, but the solutions are simpler than you think. I stopped looking for people who think exactly like me and started looking for people who actually think about their own stuff. I became curious about their worlds instead of waiting for them to enter mine. I learned from their passion for cooking, just as they learned from my passion for reading. I shared my ideas openly, without watering them down. You don't need to hide your curiosity or analytical side, but you can make your communication more accessible. Instead of jumping straight into abstract concepts, start with examples that actually show what you mean. And most importantly, approach people with genuine curiosity. Ask them about their challenges or what they're into. You'd be surprised how much connection you can create just by being open-minded and without preconceptions. Of course, these strategies aren't a magic pill and definitely not a solution for serious disorders. But they can work if you're patient with yourself and take small steps at a time. You'll know these strategies are working when conversations start feeling less like performances and more like genuine exchanges. If you're really serious about this, you can track metrics. How many conversations this week left you energized instead of drained? How many people did you connect with over shared curiosity rather than small talk? When you can have 3 meaningful conversations a week without feeling drained afterward, you're truly building social momentum. In the end, there's nothing wrong with enjoying time alone. Some of us thrive in company, while others thrive in solitude. What matters most is doing it in a responsible and healthy way. What do you think about this? Have you experienced this kind of social challenge? And what strategies have worked for you? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe.